Player 2 delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Pokes with a medium kick. Jumps up. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Decides to puff up while they can. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Gets out of the corner. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? A little too greedy there. Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Heading into the end with KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Big counter. Shows the medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. The jump in is denied. Gotta be careful not to drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Super hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Springs forward with the drive rush. Burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Time for a drink. Baits out the low kick. Ooh, what a smart throw. Big low attack to pick up the win this round. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
The last round. It's now or never. That's gonna leave him rattled. Player 1 needs to use the... No way. No signs of running up from out of the corner. Scrambling. Get ready to be thrown to the sun. Okay, here we go. Raw super hard incoming. Gets him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Puts him on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocks the low heavy. Drive rush. Gets in their face. Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Decides to puff up while they can. Neither of them willing to back off. Nice Manejadore, getting those throws all pumped up. One combo can end this round right now. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Drink level maxed out, goes in with the auto vest. Reads the command grab. Tags them and takes the W. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Pressuring the situation with the charging. Hits them with a stopping block. Manejadore for the long game return. Looking for a chance. Drive gauge management hit springs forward with the drive rush. Goes in the distance. Swagger step. Creates an opening with a low heavy. Not much life difference. What's going to happen here in the latter half of this round? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one. Just goes for it at this range. And Mono grabs him. This move brings a whole new meaning to the last can. It's the Pagandu. Oh, here we go. Player huge chance after that wall splat. Solid and closes it out. the final round.
I
The
would
real
love
fight starts
to
now.
take this a bit more seriously.
Final round. Fight!
Cruz pumps the brakes on the impact. Brushes that off and keeps going. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Player 2 has us all in with a rush. Looking for a hole. The low kick hits. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 1 gotta do better than that. Their drive gauges are looking bad. They'll need to fight while it fills back up. Turns out. That's gonna leave them rattled. Both sides getting ready. Sets up with the jump in. More fuel to the fire. Hook them up.
It's time to trade.
Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Off to spend the meter on the super. They couldn't take it. Player 2 straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps up. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Knockdown. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Trips him up. Does a good job of pushing back. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Grabs him. Good work staying in blow range there. Perfect time to spend the meter. Did well to get the buffer. Knockdown. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Player 2 going on KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
Immediate jump in. Big throws. Gets the knockdown, and now, which way you gonna block? Renverse. The hit throw connects. Uses the gauge for a super arc.
Come on. It's time
Brings
to trade.
out the level 3 super. When you go for it, you gotta go big. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Noticeable life leap, hugs nothing but air. The drive impact doesn't work. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's the flatline zone? Player 2 faced the giant and walked away unscathed. What a win!
Round 1.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Box him with a target combo. Gets the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Gets the knockdown, and now KO! Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight!
Brushes that off and keeps going. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps in. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Breaks the block with a throw. Going in. Manages to block the jump in attack. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Looking for a chance. What'll happen here? The engagement here will have a huge effect on the rest of the springs forward with the drive rush. Can't call critical. What's gonna happen? Getting tipsy with the drive rush. Hugs nothing but air. KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
We're all feeling it.
Final round. Fight!
Opens with a jump in. Low heavy, but no go. The low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with the meter. The drive impact doesn't work. Player forward rush. Closes the distance. Player, no! This will break them. Both sides getting ready. Reads the jump in perfectly. Drops them. Big time whip. Player 2 still has a chance, but it's going to be gotta do better than that. A jump in? Get ready to be thrown to the side. Oh, they got him. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes for the jump in. Nails the anti-air. Neither of them willing to back off. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Goes for the throw. What are they thinking? Box him with a target combo. Oh, talk about overextending. The drink level's up to 4. A KO. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Get out of there with the backdash. That drive impact doesn't get through. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their grounding. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Breaks those shins. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. Safely increases their throw level. What'll happen here? Breaks the block with a throw. Time for a drink. Gotta be careful not delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Not much life left. On for the critical art.
This is our destiny.
Lands the Getsuga style.
Getsuga.
Going for that juicy damage. Just cut that boy off. He's had too much. So, what's next? Okay, nobody. Will this super art do anything? All in with a rush. That's how you close it out. What a beast!
Jamie
Player 2 made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Connects with medium kick. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? The low kick connects. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Trips them up. The command grab doesn't make it. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 chases them down. The drink level's at 4. Oh! Beautiful setup for that attack. Nice Manejador. Getting those throws all pumped up. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Both are just tags them and takes the W. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Springs forward with the drive rush. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. That increasing metal level is gonna mean drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Barely blocks the jump in. Brett brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the gauge for a super art. Oh, the power they do. It's gonna turn out some big damage. Part ballet, part judo, and all style. Jumps. Sets up with the jump in. We have super KO. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Is it a bit more seriously?
Final round. Fight.
Overhead attack. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Jump! Crowns him from above. This This can lead to some big damage. Get in with the cross. Excellent jump in. Roundverse. The hit throw connects. Drive rush. Cross up. It's denied. Blocks it well. One leg is on fire now. Look at the damage. Knocked him out of the air. This is gonna hurt. Big time whip. What are they gonna do? Some flatline zone. Player one was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Player two with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. An aggressive attack. Player two is just about out of drive after that. All right. Nice Manejadore, getting those throws all pumped up. Just a good job of pushing back. Player two is in burnout. Drives off the table. Takes a trip. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player two has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to take the round if they play smart. Very critical point of the match, springs forward with the drive rush. Jamie's tuning up the band. Time for some fun. Wraps it up with a decisive combo. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Oh, says no to the impact. Throws him. What's next? Impact's a no-go. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Player one chases them down. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player one is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Nice parry. Smart choice. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Player two is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback. No escaping that. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Player one managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Excellent block! Brushes that off and keeps going. Swagger step. Keeps them out. Drops them. Good judgment there. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. With super arts into play. Gotta do better than that. You're letting it all on the drive rush. Boots them and takes a swing. Absolutely relentless. Crowns them from above. Oh man, this is a scary range. Solid anti-air. Player one closes it out. Player two delivers the upset. That's one for the replay.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. The throw whips. Safely increases their throw level. The low doesn't connect. Still slugging it out here. Sticks the combo. Gets the knockdown, and now takes a trip, gets him. Player one sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round two. Fight.
Grabs him. Player two got smothered that round. They'll need to shake it off and show some more adaptation. Reads them. Player two will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. They're going for the super art. Going for the conclusive kill with that super. What a move. There it is! They knew it'd be enough. That's what happens when you capitalize on all of your chances.
Round
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Pressuring the situation with the charge in. There's a point. Does not want to get stuck in the corner. Puts one in the pocket. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. A little too greedy there. Not shy with the grab. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? The pressure is so intense here. In a dire situation, they can't afford KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Brushes off the impact. Hits them with a stop and block. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Takes a trip. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Smart play with the throw. Gets carried to the springs forward with the drive rush. A super art. Closing it out with a super art finish. Nice and clean. No escaping that. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Long low attack hits. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Gets through the opening. Blocks the jump in. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. A little too greedy there. Takes a trip. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Not shy with the grab. KO! Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Things are slow going right now, but we make brushes that off and keeps going. Swagger step. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Blocking a jump-in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Ooh, those buffed up throws are really hitting hard now. Player one will look to apply pressure here. They're in the drop them hard. This is the time for super art. A real test of nerves here. A quick breather. Crashes out the cage right there.
This is our destiny.
Wait, what? Are they actually dead?
Gets got.
Still in it with a sliver. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Forward rush. Nuh-uh, no way. That win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned.
Of course I'd win.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Who's going to steal this solid anti-air? Blocks the low to the low. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Swan Lake is on fire now. Look at the damage. Somehow Mech throws them. Both sides getting ready, betting it all on the side rush. Looking for a hold. No, this will break them. What now? What? That's gonna leave him rattled. You need guts to pull that off. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. This is gonna hurt. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? A battle of egos on display here as neither fighter wants to give up any ground. Both sides have full drive and plenty of health. Let's see how things open up. Will they use their drive to break through or to turn up the heat? Mono relies on boosting that metal level up to secure better damage. They're gonna need to work in some grabs somewhere. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Holds out with the block. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Does a good job of pushing back. Knockdown. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Hits them with a stop and pop. Opt for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. From upstairs. Blocks the impact. Forcefully closes the gap. Player 2, were they baiting them into that? Swagger step. Sliding in. Big opportunity coming. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Smart play with the throw. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Jumps up. Jumps. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 1, that's gonna leave him rattled. Manes Duarte for the long game return. Big time whip. Getting ready to be thrown to the side. Oh, they got him. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. From low heavy to... The jump-in is denied. No good up high. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Goes for the command grab. All right, what's coming up next? Blocks the low heavy. Combo with the target combo. Good job blocking the jump-in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Had the radar up and running. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Goes in with the arabesque. The super doesn't hit. Oh, this is gonna be bad news. Nice, Manes Duarte. That slight doubt is all it took. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Overhead. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. They're still feeling each other out. Transverso. The hit throw connects. Drive rush to keep it going. Closes the distance. Gutsy play with the grab. What'll happen here? KO. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? That drive impact is blocked. Goes for the throw. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Brushes off the impact. You can block impacts. You're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Reads them. Taking stock. Oh, talk about overextending. Quick breather. Springs forward with the drive rush. Experiencing burnout. Takes a trip. Player 1 is gonna have to drive rush to keep it going. The drink level's up to 4. All up the counterattack connects. Great sense to take advantage of even the smallest opening. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out?
Fight!
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity. Delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Jumps up. There's a change of sides. Gets out of the corner. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Both fighters have a full hit them with a stopping bomb. These throws are lethal now. Look at the damage. Finishes it with the anti-air. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round! Fight!
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Barely blocks the jump in. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Getting ready to be thrown to the sun. Okay, here we go. Yo, Ross, over here. Get them down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Jump. Combo with the target combo. The impact gets blocked. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Decides to go in with the target combo. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Throws him. What's next? Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's the KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Fight!
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 is dominating this match. Drive rush to keep it going. Jumps. Gutsy play with the grab. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Round 1.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. That drive impact doesn't get through. No good up high. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. These performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Holds out with the block. Hits with the overhead. Did well to get the buff in there. The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Taking stock. Life lead opens up. Going on the offensive? Good job goes for the super arm. The super touch KO! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Opt for the free flow kicks to delivers the pain right to the doorstep. Big low reaching heavy. Smart stuff poking at that range to zone the opponent. Risky up close scraps springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Jumps in. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Seriously?
Final round. Fight!
Jump. Below. Jump anti-air in the clutch. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Player 2 with a slight lead. Excellent block. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Ooh, you never know what can happen. Swan Lake is on fire now. Look at the damage. Low heavy. All in with a rush. A jump? What are they gonna do? Big time whip. Jump. Cross-up attack. Hugs nothing but air. The drive impact doesn't work. Wall flat into the card frame. Player 2 has the super gauge advantage. Turning it right up with a super.
Come on. It's time
Get
to
to the
train.
Sayo connects. Jamie's gonna show ROG that there's a new player in town. The swagger step sends them flying. They're dizzy. Will it be the dance? They are done. Player 2 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Still very early in the round. They're still feeling each other out. Sticks the jump in. What did they think? They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Gets the knockdown, and now sees it coming and blocks it out. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Holds out with a block. Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Oh God, this is tense. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 can't use any more drive without Burke sliding in. That's not gonna hit. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
Brushes that off and keeps going. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Jumps in. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. A quick breather. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Ooh, goes KO! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
Brushes that off and keeps going. These throws are lethal now. Get ready to be thrown to the sun. Keeps them out. Here comes that gonna leave them rattled. Amazing. Player cross-up attack. Pulse with the kick. Are they going to be able to come back and stack walls flat into the card break? Oh, yo, Raw super here. Noticeable life lead. Flatline zone. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps in. Transverse. The hit throw connects. Got some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Lots of aggression from both sides. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The jump in is denied. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Waltz is in there and sweeps them off their feet. Heading into the end game now. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight!
That's a counter. Gets the jump in. Safely increases their throw level. Player one has the life lead. Can they use it? Knockout and... The metal level springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Transversal. The hit throw connects. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the drive rush to keep it going. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Ooh, what a smart throw! Both fighters planning something? Impact squat! Jump drops them. Gotta be careful not the drive impact doesn't work. Jump! Gotta do better than that. And eats it. Holy! Hits that with confidence. Pops off the tank and scores the win. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight!
A jump in? Absolutely relentless. Jump, anti-air in the clutch. Blocks it. Ooh, what a smart throw. What's next? The low. Smart snub, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Let's overdrive arrow kick. Okay, here we go. Oh man, this is a scary range. One leg is on fire now. Oh, they got him. Player one made some smart moves there. Great game.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jumps, connects with the throw. Blocks the impact. Charges forward. The jump in catches them. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Nice Manejadore, getting those throws all pumped up. KO! Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight!
Goes for the jump in to start the round. Jump! Long low attack hit. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. They were expecting that drive attack. Excellent block to shut off the impact. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Gotta be careful, springs forward with the drive rush. Player one can't use any goes in with the arabesque. The super doesn't hit. A real test of nerves here. What'll happen here? Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford any mistakes. Yo, cut that boy off. He's had too much. No, this will break him. What now? Who's gonna take? Get ready to be thrown to the... What a finish! Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Very solid corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Big counter. Time to do some damage after that wall splash. Nice Manejadore. Getting those throws all drive rush to keep it going. Player one is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? Drink level 4 and now a full house to play with. Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight!
This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Springs forward with the drive rush. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. How will they manage their drive gauges? Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. There's the impact! Not letting that go unpunished. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Player one will look to apply pressure here. hanging on for dear life, finishes them with a drive impact. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Jumps up, blocks the impact. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Big time whip. A quick breather. The low kick hits. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. Gotta do better than that. Plenty of health, full gauges. Let's go. Okay, here we go. Danger zone. Yo, Ross, over here. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Here comes the cork. Huge chance after that wall splash. Player 2 needs to take advantage of the drive impact doesn't work. Amazing. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is so damn vicious out the cage right there.
This is our destiny.
Get to the side. Oh, we're going to another leg because this boy's quicker than a freaking hit. Get your plates ready. Damage is on the menu. What are they gonna? There's a burnout. Oh, are you kidding me? Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that comeback. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. All the throw connects. Reads the command grab. Opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Picture perfect punish counter. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
The grab misses. Great work finding the opening. Waltzes in there and sweeps them off their feet. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Going in. Player 1 springs forward with the drive rush. What a reaction to go air to air. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. This is gonna hurt. A quick breather. Player 2 will need to use their meter here wisely. Medium kick hits. Crowns them from in there. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Goes for the command grab. Trips them up. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Uses a long-range attack there to zone them perfectly. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Uses the parry. Not a perfect parry, but I'll take it. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Did well to get the buff in there. The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Player 2 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can get some. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Creates an opening with a low heavy. Jumps in. Gets the counter hit throw. You get a lot more out of a counter throw than a normal one. Throws them. What's next? The metal level is getting there. Pressure's really mounting up. They both have full drive gauges to work with. Both fighters will have to decide whether they want to go with an all-out offense powered by their drive or play it safe and conservative. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Are we gonna see a comeback here? KO! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Round
How
one.
is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow up here? Jump? Close him. What's next? Stands firm and blocks the drive. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Whoa, hold on. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. Takes a trip. The command grab doesn't make it. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. We are near the end of the round. Can either fighter pull a rabbit out of their hat here? The drink level's up to 4. All options are on the table. Holds out with the block. Nice Manejadore, getting those throws all pumped up. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. They're in the court, digs in deep to get that drive in. These throws come from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Fight.
Who's going to start things off? Was looking for that jump attack. The impact doesn't do anything. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Super Hearts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Transverse strikes back with the overdrive arrow. Still slugging it out at this range. Drink level 4, just goes for it at this range. Both life and Super Art gauges are not looking good. Time to grind it out. They quickly get backed into the corner of the stage. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. Get ready to be thrown to the side. Happy hour. Taking big flatline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
What an opening statement there. This is gonna hurt. No! This will break him! Player 1 is in a very good spot. Hugs nothing but air! Throws him! Oh, here we go! Wow, Saturn waited for this opening! Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish! Closes it out! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion! It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. That's a counter. Charges forward. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Well-timed command throw there. What are they thinking here? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reach KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Round 2. Fight.
They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient going on the offensive. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of game plan. There's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Were they baiting them into that? That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Swagger Hermit Punch. Juicy damage. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Knockdown and... This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. They back the opponent into the corner. Neck wall splash into the charge break. Player 2, holding on to that, springs forward with the drive rush. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. No! This is great though! Both fighters, there's a what a finish! Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
We're all feeling it.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Low heavy. Knocked him out of the air. Low heavy, but no go. Okay, here we go. This is gonna hurt. Overhead. Blocks the low kick. Drives it back. Misses. Punish counter on reaction. believe in your abilities. Nowhere to run.
You'll hit that with confidence. The swagger step sends them flying.
Corrects them. Jump quick, air to air. Oh my god, this fighter's got the perfect read. Raw Lake, are you kidding me? Player one comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Excellent block. Barely blocks the jump in. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What are they thinking here? Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. That's the jump in they were looking for. Great work finding the opening. Gets the knockdown, and now sticks the jump in. Transverse, the hit throw connects. Drive rush to keep it going. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. Uses the target combo as a filler. In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Are we going to see some fireworks here? Sees the overhead coming and blocks it. This fight is just underway. What kind of drive rush to keep it going? Closes the distance. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Knockdown and opts for the free flow kicks to get a drink in. Drink level max out. This party's getting crazy. Player springs forward with the drive rush. Both fighters clutch anti-air. Finds the target. Ooh, you never know what tries to act quickly but with the attack. Comes off the tank and scores the win. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Final round. Who will the fuck? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Time for a drink. Blocks the low kick. Plenty of health. Full gauge burns out. Hot nothing but air. Oh, yo, Ross, over here. So let me get my dictionary for this one. Remember that. Oh, here we go. Sets up with the jump in. Drive rush. Oh, they switch sides. Player 1 walls flat into the guard first. They are done. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The drive impact is denied. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Starts with a jump in. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Knockdown. Low heavy hits, mix up incoming. Just out of range for that blow. Holds out with the block. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us the big play does it. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round two. Fight.
Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Sticks the jump in. You can open up chances to do big damage by baiting something out, getting that opening, and then jumping in. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Transverse, the hit throw connects. Sliding in. Uses the target combo as a filler. Gutsy play with the grab. It's too much. Well, listen, when you're locked in, you're locked in. That was a decisive win.